Hello, everybody. It is a brand new day, a brand new vlog, and I'm so excited to be back. I took a little bit of a break this last, about a week. Yeah, no, it's exactly been a week. I've taken a break from just blogging and writing and all of that stuff. Just kind of to get my bearings, kind of de-stress. September was so busy. And I just need to take a little time. I think everybody sometimes needs to take just a little bit of time. I went to the States with my parents. We went to Montana and then Idaho and then Washington and back to Montana. So it's just kind of this big loop. Anyways, I have my tea and it's snowing outside right now. It is October 7th and it is snowing. Not something that's entirely unusual for where I live. Kind of par for the course. So I got my favorite tea. It is mint, licorice mint, sweet licorice mint. It's loose leaf, so I put it in bags and stuff, and it's just like literally the best tea ever. You want to drink it all times of the year. That's how good it is. Like, mint is usually kind of people save it for um, Christmas, New Year's, kind of cold weather, which, yes, I understand that. But no, this is like a tea you want to drink all year long. So I love it. I actually gotta buy some more pretty soon because I'm just about out because I drink it all the time. So I got my tea, and you might have seen book review day. I'm so excited. I think, yes, I did a little bit of introduction. Well, I guess, yeah, introduction to all the books I bought last month. So I started reading this book. It is called Sacred Singleness: The Set Apart Girl's Guide to Purpose and Fulfillment by Leslie Luddy. Now, this is what it looks like for those of you who might want to buy it. And I highly encourage you, single ladies, and even ladies who are just getting into a relationship, or even ladies who have been in a, maybe you're not married, but you've been in a relationship for a while, and you're just not feeling contentment in your relationship, from your relationship. This is the book for you. Honestly, it's called Sacred Singleness for single women, but I think personally that every girl should read this book, because basically what it is talking about is you will not get your fulfillment from your boyfriend, from your husband, from any kind of relationship. You will not find the fulfillment you are looking for. The only fulfillment you will find is from Jesus Christ. And this book has transformed my thinking so much. Talking about how I actually have a part here that really stuck out to me. Um, Talking about, you just have to be completely surrendered to Christ, because without that complete surrender to Christ, you won't be fulfilled. You'll always be worrying, what if, and this might happen, but what about this, and just all those questions that come flooding in and cause anxiety and depression and worry and just all those things that come along with the questions. So this book, where is it? The one part that I guess really stuck out to me was talking about surrendering everything to Christ. And the part here, it's actually talking about a lady who, a 39-year-old lady who was not married, single, and um, this is what Leslie her response to that. It's easy to think if I surrender this desire to Christ, He will eventually give it back to me. If I stay pure, then surely He will write a beautiful earthly love story for me, and all my dreams will come true. But that's not real surrender. When I laid down my dreams and desires at the feet of Jesus, I know I could not only hold on to any expectations, I didn't have the assurance that one day He would write a beautiful love story for me. I couldn't assume that an earthly prince was waiting in the wings for me. Rather, I was to expect to be single and to become fully content with singleness, unless at some point God made it clear that He had a different plan for me. That part just, oh my goodness, it stuck out to me so much. She's saying, I'm supposed to expect to be single. When you're surrendering something, the realization that when you surrender something, you're basically saying, I might never get this back. And kind of you just expect, I'm not going to get this back. Like, oh my goodness, that I don't know about you, but that kind of was a bombshell for me. Oh, yeah, like even just now, just thinking about that, like I'm supposed to expect to be single the rest of my life. I have this huge desire in my heart to be married and have children and just have that, but oh my goodness, it's like I'm supposed to just say, here you go, Lord. This is my desire. I'm giving it back to you, and whether you give it back to me or not, I'm going to trust you. I don't know about you, but I have control issues. I love having control over everything, whether it's cooking. Well, I love having control over cooking because I love cooking. And whether it's cooking or organizing my fridge or my parents' car or whoever's car when we're going on a trip, like I get very frustrated when people don't let me have control over packing because I love packing and I get things set out in my mind or that's like, okay, this goes here and that goes there and this is how it's going to be and it's going to be perfect and neat and tidy. And I'm not a clean freak at all, but when it comes to packing stuff up or just organizing things like that, I have control issues. I like having control over everything. I it's something God's been working on in me. So the idea that saying this thing that I want so much, I have to give it up and say, well, here you go. Do with it as you please. I might never get this back. It scares me, I'm not gonna lie. Just the idea of saying, Lord, I'm okay with being single the rest of my life. I want what you want. And it's kind of one of those things, yes, I do want what Christ wants for my life. But the idea of not ever getting married and having kids, it scares me. And, there's another part here that talks right directly about it. And I know I'm certain I did not. Okay, there's another part here that is talking about, it's not real surrender. Oh, I think I read it already. Yeah, it says right at the very beginning. It's easy to think if I surrender this desire to Christ, He will eventually give it back to me. If I stay pure, then surely He will write a beautiful earthly love story for me, and all my dreams come true. That's not real surrender. Well, that really hit me because there's so many times I think, I'll give this back to God and I'm just going to get it back eventually, so what's the harm? But the the idea of not getting something back that I've given up, it's a little frightening. I don't know about you. I don't know. Maybe some of you ladies have felt the exact same way. And I think it's probably very human of us to to uh, to think like that. And therein comes in having to die to ourselves every day, having to die to our earthly desires, our earthly whims, our human selves, so that we can become more like Christ and just advance the kingdom. That is what it's all about. And the idea that, the fear and the holding on to fear that, I might never get this back, I have come to realize that is such a human reaction, and I don't want that human reaction. There's this other part, talking right about emotions, like this, it fits in so well, because, I mean, she wrote it, so it's like right in order, but it says emotions must become subservient to the Spirit of God, to His will, His agenda, His purpose, and His direction. So my humanly fears and anxieties and my emotions, they have to become subservient unto God and to His will and everything He wants for my life, because ultimately what He wants is better, always will be, always has been, and will continue to be for the rest of eternity. And yeah, this, just I'm a immensely emotional person. I like to say I'm a passionate person, and I tend to teeter on the either passionate anger or passionate joy or passionate sorrow and passionate whatever, but like I tend to teeter on the two extremes, there's some days I'm so ecstatic about stuff, and some days it's just like, no, not happening. I'm gonna bawl. I'm just gonna cry all day long. I don't know why I'm crying, but I need to cry. And I think that's a definitely something most or all women tend to deal with. Just the emotions. God created women to be emotional beings. There's a reason for it. But I have been learning that while we were created to be emotional beings, and emotions are good, the emotions are what motivate people to do great things, we can't let emotion be what leads us every single day of our lives, which for me, it's a struggle. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to say that right now. I struggle with my emotions. And I'll just leave it at that. But, just the daily surrender. Lord, I surrender my emotions to you. I surrender my desires, my deepest desires to you, so that, maybe you'll give them back and maybe you won't. But Lord, I want what you want because it is best for me. And that's something I've been learning this last month, which is one reason why it's just, I mean, I've been so busy this last, like, September is just like busy with getting church stuff that's been starting up and whatnot, and the blog, which I've been trying to get more, what's the word? On top of, I guess. I've been trying to get more on top of the blog and just keeping things more up to date and doing more on it. But some days it's just like I don't know what to write, and I just feel so devoid of words. And that's sometimes scary for me because I'm a writer. I've always been one with words, and the thought of not having words, it's just kind of, what do I do? And then I start feeling like I'm a failure and I'm not living up to what God's given me and stuff, but that is something I'm working on. Again, the emotions that come with doing stuff. But yeah, just like struggling this last month with trying to figure things out and get things organized and together, and just learning, I have this to do and I have this to do and I have that to do and I have that to do and I have this to do, but this person who needs to help me or needs to do something isn't doing it, or I'm just trying to take complete control. It's just mind games. A lot of it is mind games I'm playing with myself. So in the end, it has all come down to surrender. Lord, I'm willing to surrender this to you. Even this summer, ladies, God has been asking me, are you willing to give this up to serve me? Are you willing? If I told you to give this up, would you give it up? Am I first in your life, or is this first in your life? And for those of you who know me, cooking is and has always been a big part of my life. And one thing God asked me this summer while I was in Montana was, if I asked you to give up cooking, would you give it up for me? Or or is that more important than I am? And it took a good week for me to really work through, process through the emotions that were in my heart at that point, and say, yes, Lord, I will surrender this to you if this is what you're asking me. And there are still days I desperately dream to be cooking. I mean, I cook at home and stuff, but there are still days I think about, well, what if I did this for a career or this? But, God has all brought everything right to where it's supposed to be. I know that now. But the, I, I think when you surrender to something, or at first, you're saying, here you go, God, if this is what this is yours, take it and do with it as you wish. At first it's so hard because I think we're still trying so hard to hold on to something that we've already let go of. It's kind of, when you just try and you let a balloon go and you just have that little bit of string left that you try to grab onto with just like pinch between your fingers so you keep it, but it's already basically gone. And I think that's what happens with us. We just give something to God, but we try and hang on to it just enough to feel like we have some control. I mean, I know that's what I do. I don't know about you, but I definitely tend to do that. And it causes a lot of emotional turmoil. So it's just working through. I think surrender is a process. That's, I guess that's my main banner over today's vlog. Surrender is a process, and if you it's a daily surrender. Don't beat yourself up because you say, God, I surrender this to you, and then the next day you're thinking about it again. I think that's a very normal thing. Something that's just the way things are. But when you start thinking about that, the main the main thing to do, I think, is say, you know what? No, I have what. And I've been learning recently that, when you pray, it's better to say it out loud, to hear it with your own ears. I don't know why. I think that maybe just makes it more complete, or finished, or whatever you want to call it. But solidifies it. That's the word. It solidifies it in our hearts. That's saying, you know what? No, I have given this up to you, Lord, and take it. Just help me not help me surrender it to you. Help me trust you in this. And that's what I've been doing with the vlog, which I'm not really very good with the vlog thing yet because I don't have a computer of my own, which some days kills, and some days it's probably better that I don't have a computer of my own because I'd be on it 24/7, and that's not a healthy thing either. And so yeah, so I just want to ask you, ladies, those of you, I've been contemplating about doing this for a long time, but those of you who watch this, or I guess those who are watching this right now, or have watched in my previous videos or future videos or whatever, or read my blog, or follow me on Facebook or whatever, please pray for Unfading Beauty Ministries. At this point, I'm, for the most part, a one-woman show. Not, I mean, humanly, but I mean, I have God really helping me through stuff. But I guess what I'm asking is for you ladies, please, please pray that I will just hear God's voice in the direction as to Unfading Beauty Ministries, and that He will bring together what needs to be brought together for this, and direction for myself, um, and even if He's supposed to direct other people to me, or if He's directing me to somebody, like just please pray. Financial. I'm not ever gonna. I'm not gonna ask for money like this. Just please give me money. If I ever do, if money is ever asked for, it will. I generally like to be giving something to be getting something. So, and right now I'm trying to process through some stuff for that. So stay tuned. But just financial, spiritual, like just every aspect of this ministry. I implore you to pray that I will be able to hear God's voice, and that I will be able to surrender this unto Him. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Commit all your ways to God," and I'm actually gonna find. I actually have it here on my phone. Just let me get a hold of it. But just commit everything unto God, and He will make your path straight. That's kind of my version. And Proverbs, um, Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. So that's what I've been doing for 3 years. Unfading Beauty Ministry is 3 years old. It will be turning 4 in a few months. 4 years old. I can't believe that. But it's just been in this last few months, God has been working in me and working through it, and just it's been growing a little bit. And sometimes I get caught up on the numbers and the statistics of things, and not really remembering that it's not about the numbers, it's not about the statistics, it's all about Him. And yeah, so I just, yeah, I guess pray, please. I just would like to ask you for your prayers for Unfading Beauty Ministries. And if you're watching this and you're at all interested in partnering somehow with Unfading Beauty Ministries, um, or anything like that, please get a hold of me. The current email address we have for Unfading Beauty Ministries is unfadingbeauty77@gmail.com. We might be changing that, but if we do, I'll let you know. But go, use that. Just send it. We will always have that one set up. So just send it to there and it'll get to me. Um, or comment below, or get a hold of me through Facebook, uh, which is facebook.com//Unfeeding Beauty Ministries. Instagram, at Unfeeding Beauty Ministries _. Twitter, capital U _ capital B _ ministries. What else do I have? Or you could always go on to the blog website, which is unfeedingbeautyministries.com. Now, if you don't remember anything I just said, it will be below in the description box for you to see. So, what else? I think that's it, ladies. I'm so happy that I've got to write this, or I guess not really write this. I've been able to talk to you about this. Stay tuned. We are working on stuff constantly. Yeah. So that's kind of the way things are. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, whatever, comment below or get a hold of me through whatever way, social media way you prefer. I think that is about it. So, I don't usually do this, but I just want to pray for y'all. Pray for you guys. It brings me back to when I was in 7th grade. I used to do stuff like this for friends and give them, but I just really feel like I want to pray for you guys today, and just pray a blessing over you guys. So, dear Jesus, Lord, I just pray that you will help these ladies and guys who might be watching. Lord, just surrender everything to you, Lord God. Help me surrender everything to you, Lord, in our lives, and that we will trust you in everything. And as hard as it can be some days, Lord God, I just pray that you'll give, I'll just pray that you'll give us peace. Give these ladies and guys and whoever peace, Lord God, in the midst of surrender, because sometimes it is hard. It is difficult, and it just causes, there's just a lot of pain and anxiety that comes with trying to with surrendering something, Lord God, because we're human and we like holding on to and having control. So Lord, I just pray that you'll bestow your peace upon all these guys and gals, Lord God, in the hardest days, in the hardest times that it is to surrender something to you, Lord God. I just pray that they will surrender it all to you, Lord God, and that you'll just give them peace. And Lord, I pray that you'll bless them, Lord God, that you'll bless them whether in whatever way they need, Father. That Lord, bless them for supporting Unfeeding Beauty Ministries, Lord, because Lord, it's really not about me, it's about you, Lord God, and anything that they support when it's about you is something that I guess I feel needs to be blessed. So, Lord, just bless them in their everyday lives as they go, whether they go to work or to school or whatever they're doing. Lord God, I pray that you'll bless them and help them through each and every day. And I thank you for this ministry that you have given me. And I pray that you will help me continually give it back to you and give all the glory to you, because it's all about you. In your name I pray. Amen. So, guys, gals, that's it for today. Go check out the blog. There is constantly new stuff being posted. I've added 2 new categories, which are house and home DIY stuff, recipes, the best stuff in the world, I think. And pretty soon I'll probably be putting up a recommended reading list, which I love reading, so I don't know about you. So if that's something you're into, go over there, check it out, and I will see you next time, whenever that is, because like I said, I'm not good at this blogging thing, need my own computer. So, anyways, have a great day, have a great month. Happy Thanksgiving, which is Monday, to all my Canadian followers, and to my American followers, well, Thanksgiving for you is next month. I'll be celebrating that one too because I am Canadian and American. So we'll go through all the happy Thanksgivings for you next month in November. Until then, adios and goodbye.